What I want to go into today is a little bit about the importance of keywords, why people are using them, how people aren't using them right, and how you can actually go out and start dominating your particular niche with your keywords, right? So I've got some slides together just because, let's face it, my memory is terrible and I keep on missing out key features. So let's just go through the slides and we'll all get there. Right. So what's been happening, by the way, if you stay at the end, I'm going to show you the software that we actually use to go out and really dominate the keywords, and we'll show you exactly how to use it. So the importance of keywords is basically you need your keywords to go out when you're going out and trying to collect in as many leads as what you possibly can. Now, depending on these particular keywords, it's going to depend on how much traffic you're actually going to get and how many sales you're going to get. And there's two very distinct style of traffic. All right. So first off, you have the search-based traffic, which is all good. That means somebody's actually going out and they're looking for whatever it is that you sell. So this can be kind of harked back to the olden days when we had the yellow pages and you were looking for something in the yellow pages and you found somebody and that was the very thing you wanted. So say, for example, you wanted a toaster. Back in the day, you would go out, you would look for a toaster, you'd probably go for the cheapest one and then you go and buy it. Now, obviously, yellow pages being more or less replaced by Google and Amazon for the shopping. So people go in there, they actually search what they're after, and then 9 times out of 10, they go for the cheaper version. Now, this is active traffic. What that means, it means that they're searching for what it is that you sell, right? So this is where they find information about websites, products, services, and all the rest of it, right? So it's how they normally fall across your website. And around 90% of your digital marketing will be around keywords, right? If you don't have your keywords right, it doesn't matter how good your landing pages are, then you really need to get your keywords correct. Now, if you're using ClickFunnels, for example, ClickFunnels at the moment, I don't know how well version 2 is going to do, but ClickFunnels at the moment doesn't really do very well on ranking for keywords. Now, what we found is GrooveFunnels works excellent, so we don't have to spend as much money when we make landing pages on Groove as what we did when we were doing ClickFunnels. We can basically start getting it to rank. Now, the other kind of traffic that we're going to be looking at is passive traffic, right? Now, this is the likes of your disruption marketing. This is where somebody goes on Facebook and one of your ads show up to those people. So they're scrolling through Facebook. They're not really looking for anything in particular. They've got the thumb going 100 miles an hour. And your ad pops up and it's of such interest, which is the hook, that they scroll back down and they actually look at your ad. Now, normally people don't actually consider this as part of the keyword solution. But if you're pitching to a particular niche, then what you're going to find is that each niche has their own certain language, right? Now, we're not talking English, German, French, and all the rest of it. What I'm talking about languages, there's certain words that's being used. Now, I actually fell across this hugely today. My girlfriend's been writing out a blog post, and she's been writing about something that she didn't know an awful lot about, which is what's it called? Niche scraper. Right now, this is a particular software that's been writing about. And it was very, very difficult to her because she didn't know the niche, the certain different terms within e-commerce, which this particular software deals with. So therefore, she was struggling with half of the words, which is always a little bit awkward. So it's one of the things that you're going to be actually looking up. What's the language that your niche uses? Now, both forms, both passive and active traffic, work extremely well and they should be looked at as a whole. A lot of people say which one I should be going for. You should be going for both. At all times. So you should be throwing up Facebook ads. I don't do so much Facebook ads, I must admit, because I'm bad. But you should also be doing an awful lot of the active traffic. So that's SEO, that's Google, that's YouTube, that's certain things like this. Now, first thing that we need to do if we're going to go out and actually achieve any sort of results is we need to build up a keyword master list. Now, this keyword master list should be growing all the time. And it should end up as one huge monster list. Now, we use Google Sheets because we found it works really, really well. And then what I do is I mark off the certain areas which I've already attacked for this because you need certain clusters that's going to go together on keywords. All right. You can't just put up one piece of content with one keyword and expect that to rank. Unless you've got an awful lot of backlinks come back to that, it's not going to work. But there are ways around this, right? If you're not going for a massively overcrowded market, or if you're just going for, let's say, make money online, you're never going to be able to rank like this. But if you're niching down, like we keep on talking about, and this is where you can really start making a huge inroad into your things, right? Because we're going to start siloing, right? But we'll go into that in a minute. So you want your list to be as wide and as deep and as large as possible, right? You want to think of every sort of different part of what somebody might be searching. Now, this is another reason why I always keep on saying, don't sell a product, sell an offer, right? You're not going after one particular product. Like I sell chat ammo, but within chat ammo, there's an awful lot of other software that people will want to use within sort of the digital marketing realm. So yes, I sell chat ammo. Chat ammo is my mainstay. However, I also sell an awful lot of stuff as an affiliate. Now, I just put these together on a blog post. I sometimes put some YouTube videos up about them. And this kind of gives you a whole second income. Now, when I'm saying second income, I don't mean this is a small income. This is actually really quite large. So the spreadsheets that we use Google Sheets because it makes life nice and easy. And it means no matter where in the world I am, I can see what my affiliate links are. I can go and do a blog post anywhere I want to do it. I use particular software for that. So you probably noticed my writing is terrible. So is my accent. And this is going to kind of continue on your journey down there, right? I want to show you what I mean when I come to the end of these slides. And what else I want to look at is we want to look at related products and competitors. Now, I keep a very, very close eye on all of the chatbot platforms, right, to make sure that we still keep ahead of everybody else. So I've got all of my Google notifications all set up for whenever they make a post. So I get posts through every day, so I know what they're up to, I know where they're at. And this is what you've got to do. You've got to start looking at the related products. The products that not only are your competitors, but who could also be your allies, right? Now, this is really important because a lot of people aren't looking at allies. And of course, you want links coming in and out of your particular sites. Now, if you've got allies in these particular sites, it makes life so much easier because you're helping each other. You're kind of going along with the whole thing. Remember, there's no scarcity in the world. There's abundance. There's too much out there for any one person to do. Even if everybody went to online marketing, there's still far too much out there. I've just noticed how bad my spelling is. So you want to keep within your list, but even though you're going to be going broad, it's still going to be into your particular niche. So it's only going to be your niche that you're talking about. And you should be driving traffic from absolutely everywhere. Everywhere that you find which has got traffic. It could be blog posts, it could be forums, it could be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, absolutely anywhere you can find where you can put post up that's going to start getting ranked with the particular keywords. This is where you want to be doing. So you want to explore as many locations as possible, right? And your keywords are going to start uncovering and revealing an awful lot extra keywords. Now, again, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that because it can be very, very strange. Another thing that we use is Google Trends. Now, when you use Google Trends, if you're keeping up with your trends, and what you can find is you can rank for a particular keyword really fast. So if there's a new product launch coming out and you've already been writing a blog, your blog's going to rank exceptionally fast if you put that keyword up nice and quick. So as soon as you see a release coming up of an affiliate launch, you can get that ranked. Now, a lot of people really, really took this to the nth degree when there was the likes of Builderall. I've seen a lot of guys who've done this and made an absolute fortune. And Groove as well. When Groove launched, a lot of guys already had their blogs ranking. They put up a couple of posts about Groove and they made an absolute killing. Now, as I say, monitor your competitor activity and remember that your master list is always evolving, all right? Now, there's a particular thing I'm going to talk about here, which is where I actually get a lot of my money in from, which is very, very strange. And it's accidental traffic, right? These are keywords that I haven't went out intentionally to go and rank for, but because I've ranked for them, then I'm getting an awful lot of traffic from that particular accident, right? Now, if I've ranked off something by accident, it means that if I do then a post or a landing page about that particular subject, it's very, very easy for me to go out and rank that. After all, I've already got an accidental one. So it's simple. I can then use the power of the accidental one to then get my main one ranked and start driving traffic towards that. Now, if you're using the right tools, you're going to get an awful lot of accidental traffic, right? You are going to be covering an awful lot more search terms than what you thought. And this, as I say, is going to bring you in one of the biggest side incomes you're going to have out there. The side incomes are huge off it. So let's have a look. So what I want to say is before we go into the actual software that I use, and I'm going to run you through how I use it, what I need you to do is start tracking your traffic, right? The more I see a lot of people who go out and they start looking for keywords, new set of keywords. And rather than just going out and going, right, okay, well, these are keywords already ranking for. This is the subject we're already ranking for. They go out and start thinking, right, what's the new keywords? How can I start driving traffic in? That's not really the way to be doing it. That's a really hard work, labor-intensive way of doing it and not really something I would suggest. Now, The things I'm about to show you here can work on landing pages, can work on blog pages just as simply, right? There is no reason that they're not going to work outright and overall. So let's go in and share my screen for what we actually do. Right, so the tools that we use is, first off, Surfer SEO Review. Now, I use that along with Google Ads, right? So I'm just going to go to Google Ads right now. We're going to say, for example, I still haven't got my new credit card, so the Google Ads are going to come up and say that I owe them money, which I know because this credit card's driving me nuts. Now, within Google Ads, this is what I would normally do my keyword. Right now, there is various other keywords research tools out there. But I just find it easier because Google has the real main information. We already know that Google has everything that we're ever going to need. So why not use that? Right. So going to tools, and we're going to go into where they've moved at this time, keyword planner. And this is going to be my first case on what I'm going to go and advertise. Now, today, I've actually been going out and advertising this particular software here, which is Surfer SEO. Now, I know that if people's going to go out and they're going to buy Surfer SEO, they are going to look for the word review or pricing or bonuses, right? So what I want to do is I want to make a landing page or a blog post that's going to rank for each of these. Now, if I was just put search Surfer SEO review, all right, I'll just show you guys. So let's say, for example, this is my keyword. Let's jump into Google and I go into here. And this is what I want to rank for. This is where I know there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. So already there's an ad here, right? Fair enough. Somebody's paying for an ad. The only ad out there, so still per conversion is $9.03. It's not by the time we get the whole thing done. Search volume 720 searches per month. I'm very surprised that Surfer isn't advertising on this one, and they should be with that sort of traffic coming through. And as you can see, there's a clip here, right? But these are the important parts that we're looking for, right? So first off, domain authority is 53. All right. Now, what does that mean? Well, that basically means how well that site's known by Google. Rating, which is pretty decent. It's not too bad at all. But if we keep on going down, next one is 45 rating, a lot more achievable. We've got 50, we've got 51, we've got 70, 77, 43, and all of these various different bits. But if we look at the traffic, this is what we're going to be really interested in. Right, so domain authority is 53, and they get 183 visits. Now, let's say, for example, that they're going to convert 10%. Right. Now, this is just going to be one blog post that they're going to make. They've made the blog post, it gets left up there, and from now onwards, that's going to make them money. Right. There's a lot of various different things in there. Now, the reason why this guy would have ranked is because he would have had certain content that all points towards this one particular post. Right. So what we need to do is we need to find what would need to be written to get that post to rank, pretty much without any links. Sorry, that's me walking stick. Just follow that. Right. So pretty much without any backlinks coming back here. So what I do is I go into this right here. I go into Content Planner and I type in Surfer SEO Review. Now it's told me there's 27 clusters. All right. We'll go through what a cluster is for the main topic. All right. So I need to get these ones all sorted out. So first off, the first one that they're giving us is something called Niche Scraper, which is why we're writing a little review on Niche Scraper. So Niche Scraper, once I click on this, it's going to tell me everything within Niche Scraper I need to use, right? I think I've actually clicked on the wrong part, but not to worry. Right, so it's going to load up the thing. Let's go back into that. Right, so within Niche Scraper, it's going to give us Surfer SEO plus 8 more, right? So that means I'm going to start trying to rank for Surfer SEO plus all of these other ones. So Surfer SEO Review, Surfer SEO Surfer, Surfer Tool. If we look into here, see all the various different parts. Now I've got the monthly search volume. So how many people are searching for it? So 2,820. The total traffic is 1,645 and the difficulty is 6. So it's not too bad a difficulty. Now from here, I know that if I write some good content on this, I'm set. All right. Now I've actually already wrote the content on this, which is right in here. So these are the search terms I need to do, all right, per blog post. So if I was doing a landing page, I would have all of these different search terms all ranked towards us. Now, everything in green, as you see here, that's only one blog post. But what's going to happen is I'm going to start ranking for each of these particular keywords, all right, which is pretty nice. Now that means I'm going to get sales from these keywords as well as the others. As you can see, Surfer SEO, search volume around about 1,900, Surfer review, 3,090, so on and so forth. So we can write content for all that though. But that's only really the beginning of it, because as you probably noticed, I'm not very good at writing. Right, so what we're going to do is, let's pick a one here. We'll pick a one not most relevant. We'll actually go down, we'll do difficulty low to high, right, which is this one right here. So let's say, for example, I'm going to click on this one. We'll go and show you that one as well in a moment. So I click on this one right here, and it's going to create content around this. Right, now this is important part, because this saves you where all the work is. So while that's on doing that, let's just go into the one we're actually on right now, which is this one right here. Right, and this gives us the Niche Scraper Complete Review 2022. Is this the right tool for your business? Right, so give them a nice little tagline on it as well. Now, when we go into this, what we're actually going to see is we're going to see a score. Right, now this score here shows how well it's going to do within Google. Right, so if I get all of these various different score things right, it makes life very, very easy for me. So, for example, the words that it's telling me I need to use, I need around about 3,500 words to 4,100 words. Pretty cool. I need around about 36 to 66 headings. I'm only on 18 headings at the moment, so I need to keep on working. I need at least 131 paragraphs. Well, I'm already done there. I need at least 23 images. I've already got my images in there, so that's all cool. And then there's these parts right here. Now, what these parts mean, other content that's ranked within the top 10 are all using these particular search terms this many times, right? So this is what Google's looking for when they're looking for the ideal blog post, the ideal sales page, the ideal landing page. So we can use all of these search terms in our landing pages. Now, if we're using these within our landing pages, then you've also got an affiliate program going to your landing pages. That's a whole load of links that's coming into your landing page. You've already got all the search terms. It's going to rank really, really quick. Right now, I know some of you guys are in restaurant marketing right now. You could do a whole search term on restaurant marketing and restaurant marketing strategies. I know that gets an awful lot of traffic. You could put all of them together, and it would tell you how many clusters to write or how many landing pages they would say for you to write, for you to go out and sell that particular niche. Now, remember, on Groove, you got unlimited landing pages, so it'd be silly not to. And then you would write each one of these landing pages as a blog post, right? Alternatively, you could put the blog post in the back end of it. Now, once you get all these, all you've got to do is just fill out however many of these. So you'll see these throughout this entire post. And there's the little parts. A lot of spelling mistakes in there because, let's face it, I can't spell. And it corrects all of that as well. Now, it also gives... Now, this outline is really important too. So first off, it gives you title ideas. So your H1 header. So whenever you make the post up, you make your H1s first. You then put a good headline in there that's a little bit clickbaity, but not really, because you're going to give that information as well. So here's some of them that they've got. Features and benefits, 50% off. Features and pros and cons. Spy on winning products, which is pretty decent. What's the best low budget tool? Right. But then it gives us also all of the various different headings. So now I can separate my post into the different headings that I can do. Now, if you're doing this on a landing page, it's going to work exceptionally well if it's within the likes of WordPress or Groove. Right? Again, I don't know if ClickFunnels is going to start showing up in the new search engines. At the moment, I like to stick to whatever is going to. So it gives us all the various different titles. These are all H2 titles. We'll keep on going down. There's some H3 titles in here as well. So we can keep it all really fancified, so I know exactly what we're talking about. And when we keep on going down here, we've also got questions, right? Topics and questions. These are also really important because whenever you do a search on Google for a particular subject, so if we still got this subject up here, so Surfer SEO review, these are the questions that other people are asking. So is Surfer any good? What is Surfer used for? What's a good score for Surfer SEO? Is Surfer SEO free? And continue down, there's more questions down here. So Google is telling us exactly what they want us to write about, right? They want all of these in amongst our whole post, our whole title of it. So of course we start including all of those as well, because it'd be silly not to, right? So what is a niche scraper? Is niche scraper free? Does niche scraper work? How much is sell the trend? Don't even understand what that means. Our niche edit safe. So all of these various things are going to help us to rank as well. Now, if I had wrote a post and I was still struggling to rank that post, and I'd ran all of these various different parts, right? I put all these various different bits all together. Then I would then go after the questions. I would make a post about each one of these questions. I would also make a landing page about each one of these questions. Because remember, if we're advertising on Google and we have the same keywords in our landing page and it will get ranked within landing as well, if we're then running ads to it, our ads are going to cost us absolutely next to nothing. All right. So we're going to whole new level, which is why I do this so much. So I put all 27 of these together. I would also put all the questions together and it's all cool. But as you've seen, I sent this away to be done. Best local SEO tools. So let's have a quick look in there. So go into Jasper and I'll go into templates. I wouldn't. Oh, let's just go in this way. Right, start from scratch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click onto the little part with the little graph on, right, which will be SEO mode. Now, what this SEO mode is going to do, it's going to give us that there, what we just say search for. So I know I've got to write a post about this. So I'll go out and load this little lot. It'll tell me I only need 1,498 words. I could do with 21 headings. Need at least 37 paragraphs, and then I would need 18 images. So this could be wrote in about an hour. Now, what we can do as well, go to the outline. Again, go into the titles. Let's just pick a quick title. Boom. Now, what I could do as well, I can either go through these various different titles of the headings and copy and paste all these headings in and then just change the wording. Or there's a couple of other ways I can do it. First off, I can do rephrase and just do it. Is it by magic? So it'll give us a nice little rephrase thing there. Right, I'm not going to do that one. I can also go in here and I can improve the content improver. So I can get the content improver by that way. I can tell Jasper what to do. I can do paragraph generator. I can do the various different other bits. Or alternatively, I could just press compose. And Jasper's going to go out and it's going to start composing up a blog post for me. Right? How to use location citation finder. It's simple. Just enter your business name and category, choose your location, hit the search button, and blah, blah, blah. And it'll keep on giving us various different things of this. So what I'm trying to say, probably very, very badly, actually, because let's face it, it's a bit dicky dark here today. What I'm trying to say is the keywords, don't just think of your keywords as your blog post. Think of your keywords as ways for you to go out and market. Now, this could be pay-per-click ads. It could be YouTube, which is awesome if you're using this on YouTube. It really gives you a whole lot more power. So you can then go out and find the various different niche posts that you need to put them up on YouTube, which now you've now got the title that people are searching for, which then means that you're also going to get ranked. Where are we at? Sorry, I forgot to share the screen there. Let's just do that. Nearly forgot. Right. So if you're using YouTube, right, it also means that you can get this great big huge video right there, right in the middle of it, right, which is awesome. Let's face it, that's going to bring you an awful lot of business in, right? 10 key moments in this video, so it's also going to give you all the list. Always remember, by the way, try and timestamp your videos. If we go into Groove, right, I know a lot of you guys were trying to do Groove funnels review and try and get rated for that. Now, Groove has an awful lot of offshoots on that. I've already done Surfer on that one. I haven't had time to write them all yet. Go on. Oh, this bloody thing. But what Groove will do, it's now went on a Bing search engine. For some strange reason, mine's going a bit mental. But you've got all these various different YouTube searches here as well, right? Which all appear in top. So these are basically priceless. Now, Groove Funnels pricing gets a volume of 880. Now, if I check Groove Funnels pricing, right, Groove Funnels Review 2021, got ClickFunnels number 2. We could do this so easy and get everything ready for you. I've got lightning outside now, which is going to start you getting all the way through. And this, guys, is an easy way to go out and do any sort of market. But remember, around your offer, if you're going out and you're offering chatbots, same as what I do, right? If you were to go out and offer the chatbots, you can also offer the likes of the Surfer SEO. We know that people's interested in digital marketing. We know Surfer SEO helps people. We know that Jasper helps people. And we've used it ourselves. So we know that it's a good software. It's excellent. I use it every day. So that's another offer which could make to people. Now, this is all part of your email marketing follow-up. Now, the way that we do it in this house, because I would love to say I'm the boss, but Any bloke who says they're the boss and they're living with a woman, there is no way that they are. Don't believe them. I think they're telling fibs. But the way that it happens in here is, obviously, you guys may or may not know, I got banned from PayPal. Turns out you're not allowed to make an awful lot of money on PayPal quickly, so don't use PayPal too much. Keep on Stripe, it's a lot safer. And what happens is PayPal actually blocks your account and they keep your account locked for a little while. So Lindsay now has all of my affiliate payments coming through onto her PayPal. Now, all that means, it means that my affiliate payments off a couple of blog posts that we're making up, or maybe it's one of my emails that we send out, that gives Lindsay the money to actually pay for the house. Sorry, I've got a really bad ear. It gives Lindsay the money to pay for a house. Now, this is a completely side hustle. This side hustle can be done just by a couple of posts per week, and that's you done. And if you're doing this in an automated system, you can write out 4,000 word blog posts within around about an hour and a half. Now, if you're spending an hour and a half, and you're putting out blog posts consistently, you're going to start getting your blogs ranked. You're going to start getting your landing pages ranked. You're going to start getting everything ranked. And it means you can put content out there and then just forget about it. Just keep on collecting in your checks at the end of this. Now, personally, I love this particular software. I use it all the time. You've probably seen it if you look through my whole, it's shocking. When we look through mine, I'll just show you quickly just to prove I actually do use. I do eat my dog food, actually. I never recommend anything I don't use myself. So I'll show you how I use it an awful lot, right? So if we just go into home, what we've got content editor. Well, I use Jasper as a content editor because it writes it for us and it means it an awful lot easier. I also go in and audit the various different pages. It's excellent for stuff you've already got in there. So let's just have a quick look at the audit side of things. So this means I can go into content score, no action required. My content score 75, so we know it's pretty decent. I'm missing common backlinks. It tells you which backlinks I'm missing and how to go and get them. Right, so I can go and get them and make sure I've got them. We've got internal links. There's not enough internal links there. Now we've also got the first review of the list of important terms that apply. Right, so we've got all of these lot. I should be going in and doing all these lot a bit better, which we will be doing. But see how much detail it gives you. Like, you couldn't get this sort of detail if you're trying to do normal research. It just doesn't work. And this is how come I can get an awful lot of my stuff out there an awful lot cheaper. My ads are an awful lot cheaper. My SEOs are showing up and they're not costing us any money at all because we've already went out and done it. Now, this one here, I could go in and I could add another 914 words. I could add another 16 words in H2. Add another 350 words in the paragraphs. And it tells us everything I've got to do. So it's really quite cool. But that's just that one. Now, growth flow I haven't actually set up, and I should have done. I'm a bit stupid for not doing that. We've also got the content planner, which is the thing I use the most. This gives us all of my various different silos. So you can see what I'm going to go after. I was doing an example of roofer in Newcastle. But this means you can go out and you can start actually charging for your services. It means that you can go out and start charging SEO. And it's just so simple. You've also got your SERPs analyzer. I don't tend to go into that too much. I just put it in as a keyword. Then I'll create a SERPs analyzer on it. We have your keyword research. As I say, I like using Google. It's free, but you can use this keyword research as well. And it's very, very good. And it's going to help you get an awful lot more traffic, more conversions, and everything else. Now, what I've actually done is I've put the link down below to mine. I also put a link for Jasper because there's 10,000 free credits you can get in Jasper as well. Jasper just basically will go out and write everything for you, so you don't need to worry too much about that. Actually, I'll show you quickly inside Jasper because it does have some features that are particularly good if you're into marketing. Just find a one I'm not actually using. Not that one. That's what I'm halfway through. Right, so let's just go back to this entitled document. Now, in Jasper, the first thing that you've got is recipes. Now, these are downloadable all over the place, and they just help you do various different things. So you've got copywriting formula. You've got Gary Halbert. If anybody's into copywriting, you'll know Gary Halbert. This is how to write in Gary Halbert style. Earlier Buckley. We've got the various different by Robert Collier. Problem, agitate, solution, Mark II. We've got all of these various different things, right? Now, the simple one is within the templates. Now, I was really lucky when I got this. I'm going to give you guys the link that's going to give you 10,000 free. But when I got this, I actually paid, it was $99 per month. And what it meant was I got unlimited. Now they've knocked the unlimited on the head, which is a bit of a shame because the unlimited was awesome. and I use this an awful lot. So first off, you've got your documents. That's what we're into before. You've got your commands where you can just tell Jasper what you want to do. So I use it a lot for emails. So I'll click on that and I'll say, right, Jasper, I want an email written, one of a 5-day sequence. And on that email, I want you to tell them all about how Chat Ammo will get more engagement for their Facebook post. It'll go out and write my entire email and write my entire sequence. So I'll just keep on telling them the various different days. Next, you've got your paragraph generator. Just basically makes paragraphs. You've got your one-shot blog post. Now, this one I haven't really tried very much. It's just say come out. So I'm not really too sure about it, but supposedly writes an entire blog post for you. Whether or not that's going to work, I don't know. Your content improver, which is excellent. If you really, really don't want to write a blog post, and what you can do is you can actually go in here with the content improver and just improve somebody else's content and then put it straight back out there. I'm not suggesting you do that. That's cheating. We've all done it. You next got your product description, very, very good for your landing pages and whatnot. It will actually give better descriptions than definitely what I'm able to do. You've also got your attention, interest, desire, action framework. So it'll do all of your various different offers, and it'll give you the different parts going to get people really interested in. You've also got problem, agitate, solution. This is great for headlines. I love it. I use it an awful lot. Blog topics. You've got very few different blog things. Blog conclusion paragraph. That's not too bad. Your creative story. Now, when you've listened to Russell Brunson, you would have heard all about him saying hook story offer. This is going to help you with your hook story offer. We have it explained to a child. Excellent. I found that so much easier. I use that an awful lot because I tend to dive into things a little bit too deeply. And so explain to a child will put everything back in place for it. Sentence expander, Facebook ad headlines, Google ad headlines, ridiculous marketing ideas. Don't use that one. It's a bit silly. Google product description, which is excellent. Perfect headlines, very, very good. Website sub headlines, excellent. All of your Instagram stuff, your Jasper testimonial helper, different marketing angles, which is really quite cool. I do like that an awful lot. Persuasion bullet points, you've got all of your various YouTube video parts. Now, as I was saying, if you run that along with the various different content, silo that all together, it's going to make your YouTube more powerful as well. I've got a review responder, personalized cold email, email subject line workers, SEO blog post, title and meta descriptions. I love that. SEO product page. So you're doing all this site. If you're doing that kind of marketing, and you can get them to there. Company bio, personal bio, feature to benefit, excellent. Highly recommend feature to benefit because a lot of people, when they're trying to sell, are telling the features but not the actual benefit. This is going to help you get the benefit over with. Before and after bridge framework. So that's a kind of future pacing, which you'll hear Russell Brunson talk an awful lot about as well, which is normally for an upsell. So if your upsell page, what you do is you actually future pace them. So imagine if you had this working for you right now, if it only got back only the amount of money that you've spent on it, it would still be a worthwhile buy to you. It's that kind of future pacing. Where would you be in 6 months' time with this working for you? You've got your press release, title and intro. You've got engaging questions. Excellent if you're trying to build a Facebook following and whatnot. You can just kind of put a question in there and it's going to put it out for Facebook and things like this. So it's pretty cool. I do quite like that. It is a bit of a cheat though. And it's got all the various different templates in as well. Now I use this along with Surfer SEO. And even though that does sound quite pricey, and it can be quite pricey, it works out around about $200 per month with the two options that I've got. Now, they don't need them that expensive. But I pay around about $200 per month. I pay them yearly. Now, what that means, it means that once I paid for that, I can then create a load of blog posts and whatever, my landing pages, all the rest of it, my YouTube videos, things such as this. And it's going to help me go out and get more sales. So it well and truly covers itself at $200. And that's not including all my various landing pages and things that I do from it as well, and my emails and all this other stuff. So it kind of takes all the hassle out of writing. So this is just basically, keep in mind the keywords. If you want to use the tools that I use, I've got the link down below. Feel free to use the link. It's awesome. I like the stuff. If you want to go out and get it yourself, that's no problem as well. If you've enjoyed this video, I would love to see some thumbs up or some comments, because I hate when I don't get comments. I sit and cry and it's really quite bad. And also, if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe my channel, because I've got 1,000 followers in there, and we are going to be going live at least once a day. We're really starting to ramp down on this kind of stuff that we're doing. We're starting to automate the whole lot. What we found is that we're doing very, very well on certain platforms, but we want to go across all different platforms. Oh, thank you. Somehow I can't see who's actually done that though. But Facebook user, thank you very much. I've no doubt to see it later on in my group or wherever you post that. But what we're doing is we're trying to now ramp it all the way up. So we're going to start using the chat ammo stuff and putting it out everywhere all at the same time. Now this means, particularly if you're using the way that we're doing it, the beard's looking great. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but this means if you're going to start going out there, what I would do is if I was posting up a landing page and using this particular method, which I'm going to get SEO higher ranking, use chat ammo and use it in amongst all of your various different Facebook pages, Instagram pages, and everything like this, right? Your LinkedIn pages. And then all at the same time, when you release that blog post up there and you put it into Google search search console, also release all the posts at the same time with everything pointing towards it. This is going to give you a huge boost in your SEO as well, right? So you want to put as much out there as possible at all times. All right, mate, how you doing? I didn't recognize you, mate. My bad. I'm still hungover, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, so that's it for today. Really, really simple. It's just about using keywords, trying to get your ads out there for cheap, which is the main part. Trying to start ranking your ads, which is just so good, and getting the SEO on your search engines. If you can get people coming to your search engines for free, and you've got a lead magnet that's actually paying you, you're going to make an awful lot of money out of it. You'll always hear us talking about self-liquidating offers. Well, if you've got a landing page that's already ranking by itself, you can imagine how much that self-liquidating is going to make. So, for example, let's just take a quick example before I even said that was it. If we take example of Russell Brunson's Traffic Secrets, he sells a book for, I think it's about $7.98. For each book that he sells, he normally makes around about $15 per person, and it costs him around $9 to get the person in, right? Now, if it hasn't cost him $9, that means that $15 he's making that time in, time out. Now, he does do an awful lot of SEO stuff as well to get those ranking, and obviously he has all of his affiliates working. So it's well worth doing it. It's going to make you an awful lot more money. Right, guys? So thanks for watching. Please start taking action on this. It's going to be called Coming Together. I've also got something that I'm going to be trying to put together for you lot, which is going to be a 100% commission thing for you, which is going to be a load of training. And then there's also going to have an upsell halfway through the training of chat ammo as well. So I'm thinking it'll be around $97 software, $97 training. We'll give you guys the full $97, and then we will sell chat ammo from there as well, which you'll also get a commission on. So it's to make everybody really, really happy and lots of money. Right, so that's it, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Speak soon. Cheers. Bye.